Hi, my name is Felix Valencia. In this program of ground control with the knife, I'd like to cover over ground techniques and how to counter knife attacks from the ground. I'm going to have Matthew come in, and we're going to go from open guard position. Now, this is open guard for a lot of you that know ground fighting, and for you that don't. Now, what you want to do is be in open guard, head off the ground, because your head has to go somewhere in case you take impact. If it's on the ground, your head has nowhere to go. So you got to remember, head off the ground, and also where the strike is coming from. If he's coming from even a punch or a strike or even a thrust, you always want to parry and move your hips away from it, so you're off the line of attack. So Matt's going to thrust, and I'm going to parry. From here, let me tell you the do's and don'ts. You grab, again, we've been over this, the meat of the hand in other series. This is very important because this is the handle control, the grip of the knife. But the other part is put your fingertips on top of his fingernails and squeeze into the handle. If you don't, this is what's going to happen. He switches automatically. Now let me go ahead and show you the technique. Once you put the pressure on the fingernails and you have the meat of the hand, he's going to try to, he can't do it. If he punches you, you could always parry with the knife. And if right here he punches you again, you could parry this way. So you've got complete control of the knife hand. Okay. Again, we're going to go through the segments. We're going to parry, grab, control. Okay, get ready to parry side to side. Once you got that established, you want this knee to go cross body. So you come up just a little bit, cross body, so he can't come up higher. Now you got a few options here. You can use the top of your knee, depends how tall you are. If you're a tall man, we can do what is known as scissor cut, where the legs actually just cut this way and take him out from here. Or you can use the top of your feet and push down and pull up. Now he's elongated. Once you get up, all you simply have to do for controlling this is knee on top of the wrist, once it's twisted, and put pressure down. If you notice, he's in a lot of pain. Okay? Now, some people say, what about the other hand? Once he punches, you could extend it, arms straight. He's still in pain. You could break, push, do all kinds of joint locks from here. So we'll go over it again. Parry, go into the grip, cross body, and extend. Once you extend, and this is a shortcut towards ground mentality, we're taking away what is known as posting. This is one post, whereas this side, he's got one arm to post, he's got one leg to post. This side would be the easiest side because all you need to do is take out the leg. By extending, you take out the post. Once you roll, you've got him here. From here, you got all kinds of options. Again, putting pressure here, or you could wrap around his head, go from here. When you do this, lift the arm up, slide the leg, the bottom leg under. From here, you could wrap, go into and collect here. Once you got this done, lift the knee up, and you could go into an arm break from here. You could punch him out, headbutt him, you could lift the neck up. Let me go ahead and go full speed so you know how it looks like. He comes in. Now if you notice, I went on this side of the body and took out one post. Let's go ahead and spin and take out, work with two posting. From here, Matt's going to thrust to me. Again, I'm going to parry and pull. One little tidbit and do's and don'ts is get to know when his hips or his rear is sitting down on the ground. You can't get him to pull. You can't do the technique. You can't sweep him or even pull him out. What you need to do when he does this, his energy is forward, get him extended, get his rear off the ground so the technique comes out easier. Once you cross body, your foot is here. Now when you extend, you hug under the arm. Here, collect, kick out, and you've got your underarm right on the armpit and press down. So Matt will tap. Good. This hand will go up. The body weight will go down. So it's a 50-50. You could disarm it at any time and collect both limbs. Let me go ahead and give you another mentality. I'll have Alan come in. We'll go open guard again. Now, just to show you that some of these techniques, in case you catch your taller man, longer legs, he came up high, so Alan will thrust or slash at me. I'll go after the technique. Alan comes up high, and I can't get my leg across like I want it, right here. So what I'm going to do is now take this leg and use the back of my hamstrings and pop out this leg. So by doing this, I'm going to go pop, and now he's broken down his post. Now that also happens if his knees are down too. So if you notice his leg was up, now this is the same mentality if his knee was down like this. He comes in, go here, go up high. I'm gonna keep this knee on the ground and think about going forward with my foot. So I'm gonna pop it, and I call it a onesie, twosie, threesie. It doesn't matter how many times you hit it as long as you fully extend them. So 1, 2, boom, and he's out from there. Okay. Yeah. Now let me go ahead and show you from another side. We'll work on the other side of the leg. Okay, so get up and walk around. Now we're going to take out this leg. Now, if you notice, there's going to be two posting. Once I take out this leg, he's probably going to post on the ground. If he doesn't, it's that much easier for me to work. So when he comes in, I'm going to go 1, 2. And over here, I'm going to keep the leg here. I'm going to pop, pop. His hand went on the ground. That's posting. I go under and hug. Take out the post, roll over, and I got both limbs. From here, I got a disarm. I got both limbs to work with. I've got the wrist. And now all I need to do is lift the wrist and put the body weight down. Again, we'll do the technique from a different angle. He's going to thrust to me. I'm going to parry. I'm going to pop. Arm came out. I hug under, collect. I roll over, keep my armpit right on his elbow, and put the pressure. 1, this wrist goes up, the armpit goes down. And from here, you could disarm. You could also collect if you want to, disarm here, and still put a lot of pressure in. A lot of people ask me, what about the guy that slashes at you from way back? Right over there, like Matt is, and he's about to slash. And I notice a lot of jiu-jitsu guys stop a lot of things with a lot of punches and a lot of slashes with their feet right into the biceps. So this is what a lot of jiu-jitsu guys do in stopping. What we do is do the same thing, is stop it, grab this hand and pull him in. Now his head's closer to me. What I want to do is take this foot, my right foot, and tuck it under. Slap his head down, put my foot over, and take his from there. So from here, when he comes in, stop, pull, switch, over, and control. You want this arm to go over the elbow and put the pressure down here and extend out. Now, if he's trying to counter you and fight you, we do what is known as the jiggle. And we will give him a hard time from countering. Look what he's doing. I can feel his energy. He's trying to get away. All I'm going to do is this leg is jiggle. Now, what we do in this part of the program is go over ground control with the knife with me on top. I'm going to have Alan lie down on the ground. And we're going to go side control from here. So once I have him, I'm on top of him, side control, and his arm he still has a knife hand right here. What I want to do is put my grip on his wrist, go to a figure 4, go under his arm, and hold on to my wrist. Now if you notice, for training purposes, I let this go. After, I'm going to show you the reasons and how to control this. So from right here, I keep the wrist on the ground, and all I need to do is slide this elbow to his hips. And if you notice, it's a lot of pain and it's quick. So just keep it on the ground and just slide from there. Okay. Now, if he's straight arm, you're going to grab the wrist and again go under and hold on to your wrist. Now that figure 4 with a straight arm, you push down with the left hand and up with your right and put the leverage on him. He's already tapping. Now if his arm is going downward like this, all you're going to do is slide under right here and go to your wrist. All you need to do is just lift up now and keep this pin to the ground and lift up. He's already tapping. Now just remember the do's and don'ts on this. If you're trying to make the technique work by going forward and you're not getting the figure 4, don't do this because you're way too over his body. You want to keep level, put the pressure down on his lungs and suffocate him a little bit more. So, and also for this hand, now you could actually just pin. And once I go into this technique, and right here, you put your weight down on this arm so he doesn't grab you in the groin area. Okay, you got this constantly monitored. Okay, Alan will try to escape it and hurry up and put this in. You can't do it fast enough. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit more of a realistic scenario. If he's a bigger man or he's even a squirmy guy and not giving you cooperation, there's some things you could do. If you can't get this off right away, you're going to lift this up, drop the elbow on the throat. If you notice, that already hurt Alan. You could put the elbow here, switch legs, and quickly sandwich and put your knee into his head, right here. Okay. You could switch hands, go under right here, and headbutt him from here. You could disarm it from here, hook it in, and go to the throat. Let's say Alan's a crazy guy on drugs or something. He's flailing the knife at me. I want to control this from cutting my face and everything. So you've got to do what is known as protection blocks. When he starts going crazy, cross it, pin it, and go from there. Okay? So as long as you have your limbs forward, and once he flares, you hurry up and grab, put the pressure down right here. Now we're going to do Kesakatami technique. When the knife hand's here, you're going to grab the wrist and actually just lift his arm up. Even if you resist just a little bit, you need to slide right away. Now from here, make these twins. Kick the leg over. Now you make these twins on top of each other. Don't cross. Have this arm wrapped around the head because this is your posting in case if you're over here, he's going to be able to throw you over. If you're over here and he tries to throw you over, you can slap the ground. Now by putting these straight up into the ceiling, keeping this still as your leverage, and have this as a kick out. This is the part that breaks the arm. Elbow is on this leg. For any reason, there's a technique where if he escapes or you start off from this and his arm is completely bent all the time, you're going to push down, kick this leg over, and wrap. Now there's 3 little minute ways you can make him tap on this. First one is have your fist, your knuckles high up and pull up on his head. He's already tapping. This one I call scissor cut. One leg will kick back, one leg will go forward. So this one will go back, the bottom, this one will go forward, and it'll cross out like this. I want this tight behind the elbow because if it's out here, he could escape. And that's what you don't want to happen. You want to block it. And from here, and all you do is just scissor cut it. Now the third one, it's very simple. Act like someone's calling you. You put your both hands on the ground and act like you're getting up. And that's actually rotating the shoulder for a tear. Okay, from here we're going to do what is known as neck techniques with the knees. And it's also into a neck break and chicken wings and wrist locks. Alan's going to be flailing from here, and right here he's giving me a hard time. So what I want to do is actually, once you push out, Let him cross body with you. Slap the face down, replace it with a knee, and scrape it down to the ground. Look at his face. His body language is actually rolling up now. And now bring in the other knee and sandwich it, face down. That's very important. You've got to watch out for the other hand because he could switch. So hurry up and incorporate this into a wrist lock right here. Put the pressure down. You could disarm it anytime from here. You could go into a figure four and go turn. That's chicken wing. You go into a neck break from here. And you could go into an arm bar from here. Put the heel under his throat. Step. Lift your hips up. Arm back. Now in a perfect world, when you're running backwards away from a knife attack, sometimes you trip on your own self, or there's something in the way. So let's say Matt attacks me right here and I fell, and he's gonna go for an attack. So right when he comes down for the attack, same thing, parry. Now you have a lot of options for here. First one, if he attacked, it comes in between one leg. You can hit the groin, break him down, knee, down, and go for here. Okay. Another attack, if he comes in, right here, he's wide, both legs spread, groin, and then take. Okay. Another attack will be here. He comes in, and I go after this leg. Another attack will be face. You kick the face, drop on his arm, and collect. So when you come up, this has actually collected a limb, and it's cutting circulation. Look what happens when I put full weight down. I disarm, and I've got control of a limb. Any limbs comes out to attack me, grab my arm, and all I have to do is just pry and break. In the Pinjak Silat system, when someone attacks you, you start using any limb you can. So you use your feet, knock them out, bring them down, one foot, and break the neck from here. Now, if he comes up high over your stomach and he's in this position, you got to parry the knife away, kick over, take it from here. Now put this foot under, hold on to this. This is leverage against the arm, and this is an ACL break from here. Now when they're on top of you and they're about to attack, you could parry one. Now once you got this gripped, have this heel kick over his thigh, kick down. From here, his toes under your arm, grab his heel and go for ACL break. You could have this over and do an elbow break at the same time. Let me go ahead and show you a different perspective from the Silat system. Once you grab a limb from here, you could punch the face, you could even kick the face. Now scoop, kick your leg back, and bend the arm. You could disarm it from here, plant yourself, and look at where my big toe is tucked under his tricep, and I'm going to roll him over, and the other leg goes right behind it. Now, the technique in this is where my shin is over his bicep. Once I lay down my weight and sit down, it cuts off circulation. As you could tell, Alan's already in a lot of pain. From here, you've got neck breaks from here. You've got go to other limbs, and this keeps Alan from tapping, and pull back. From here, you go into a wrist, you go into a control, and it's just a great technique. Anytime you want more pain, just put more weight down. I want to go over really fast that you can't just walk into these techniques. You have to sting the person, tenderize them, daze them, get him watery eye, get a broken nose, do whatever it takes to make him concentrate on his pain. So with Matt, one of the simplest ones we could do when he comes in, I could hold the wrist, bring him in, cup his head, and look at my knee. Right now, if I put pressure, he's in a lot of pain already. Now from here, I could scoop and kick out from here. And right now, the knife hand, he's got that, and I still could control this. I still could go for an arm break. It's hard for him to go into any slashing from there. Before we go any further, let me go ahead and show you the timing on what to do and what not to do in order to daze him, get him concentrating on his pain. If I'm gonna stop the knife, he comes for a slash, boom, go. I punch, go into my technique, go into it, take out a post right away. The other option is he comes in, go, boom, elbow, headlock from here. I've got this control. Once I want this, get this behind his back and disarm. Now if you notice, I already wrapped up with him around his body. If you can get the wrap on his body, he comes in for a slash, boom, pull in, there's the headbutt. Go in, put your leg right here, put a lot of pressure right there. So this goes right into the bicep. With this, it's like a mentality of a stick. You could go forearm or you go on the bicep, doesn't matter, and you just stretch it out. From here, add in the punching. Add in from here, crank in the neck, turn it. If he's trying to stab you, which he can't do very well, pull it in again and fully extend him out. Now, for this, another way of attacking, instead of punching, elbowing, headbutting, we'll take out the eye. By just using a thumb, he goes right here, 1, 2, bring him in. So I pass the thumb on his eye and bring it back in for this. Other options will be same thing, 1, 2, and right on his chin, crush his head with your knee. Let's have a little fun. Everybody knows how to do an arm bar, but let's do a little trick here. I'm going to purposely put my foot behind his neck, control the wrist, control the grip of the knife, and Alan thinks it's safe for him to get up now. So what I'm going to do is hook my foot behind his neck, like this, kick over the other leg, and I got him from a reverse position. Let me go ahead and show you from a reverse on an arm bar. In order for me to trick Alan to come up, I'm going to fall back, tuck my foot, hook it actually behind his neck. Now he thinks it's safe to go, get up. What I'm going to do is actually stay on his neck and hook it. This leg will come over and put my weight down. So right here, I go reverse on an arm bar. Let me remind you that once a person starts flailing with the knife, you don't want to go with this position over here and try to control in front of you all the time if you're not in the correct position. What I mean is, you catch a katami, that's fine, but you also have to remember there might be a secondary knife coming out, or even a punch. So once Alan starts flailing, look what's going to happen. Flail. He's right here. Once this knife passes his center line, which is his nose, you want to drop your weight down and cross body with him. Now to take care of this, all I'm going to do, put my knee over and take it from there. So you've captured both limbs. It's hard to do a lot of things from there. So you can punch, elbow, headbutt, whatever you want from there. You could disarm and then be the dominant person. I'd like to thank you for watching this program in hopes that it enhances your martial arts techniques and incorporate it with your systems. If there's any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. Thank you.